Well, I'm here on Borough TV speaking to probably what it's fair to say was our biggest recruit of the off-season, purely because of the fact that he's already such a revered figure at Port Melbourne, and that's Sam Dwyer. Spud, welcome back to Northport Oval.
Thanks very much for having me, Sam. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be back here. Obviously some great memories and hopefully build on some more.
So first off, what's the pre-season been like so far for you? I understand you've had a few weeks where you've been on a modified program, but how are you finding the overall levels of training compared to what you've been used to at Collingwood the past few years?
Yeah, as you said, obviously the first sort of month or so I was down here, I was on a modified program coming off a hip operation that I had in November. But yeah, sort of for me, things have picked up a fair bit since the Christmas break, and I feel like the training standards have really lifted as well in that time, and obviously a few more experienced guys have come back and joined in with the main group, which I think has really lifted the standards, and the boys are really picking up the game plan and everything really well now, so I think it's exciting times leading into the practice matches in a couple of weeks.
Fantastic. And just to touch on that time you spent at Collingwood, you were picked up by the Pies as a mature age recruit, but would it be pretty obvious to say that there's been plenty that you've learned the past few years that have helped you develop as a footballer?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously having Bucks and even some of the mature players that are around the club and just being involved in an AFL environment, you know, you pick up some tricks off some of the, as I said, the older guys, more experienced guys. You know, you learn a few of the trade secrets. You get to get yourself into some good training habits and get yourself into some good standards with your diet and your lifestyle and everything like that. So I think, you know, obviously I was coming off some good seasons at Port, but hopefully I can come back and, you know, even build on what I produced before I went to Collingwood. And, yeah, I think I've still got some pretty good footy ahead of me, so yeah.
And obviously the end of 2015 came and went, and you received the news from Collingwood that you'd been delisted. What was it that confirmed the decision in your mind to return to Port Melbourne? Because I can only assume that you might have had a few offers that, you know, come your way in terms of local footy, etc.
Yeah, well, obviously having the connection here and playing for 8 years previously, you know, knowing so many of the boys that are still here. Obviously the draw card of Ayresy as well, living in Port Melbourne, you know, and just basically purely because I love the club, really. I consider myself, you know, a Port Melbourne boy now. So yeah, that's basically it for me. The passion for the club, and yeah, just want to see the club have as much success as it can, and hopefully I can help with that, I guess. Yeah.
And how have you fitted in with this new group, and what do you make of the club's recruiting so far, as well as rejoining players like Toby again for this year? You must also be excited by guys like Matt Arnott, Mitch Golby, Brody Mychek and Sam Crocker who have joined the club in the off-season.
Yeah, absolutely. Recruiting-wise, I think we've done exceptionally well. And obviously to keep the core of the group from last year is a massive plus. And even you can see with the young guys that are running around and a few of the new sort of inexperienced guys from TAC, that you know, the list is in great shape, and I think it's going to be an exciting year, and you know, the sky's the limit really. I think if we can all gel and you know, get on the same page, which I think we're really developing now, you know, we could hopefully, push hard for that top four, and you know, at worst we'll hopefully be playing finals.
And just finally, what sort of goals or aims have you set for yourself and the team in 2016?
Well, yeah, as I said, sort of want to play finals footy. Top four is obviously gives you that real chance to have a crack at a premiership. And personally, for me, it's just to probably come back and, you know, play. Obviously, I want to play some really high standard football, and hopefully I can help develop a few of the younger guys and pass on a few of the things that I've learnt from my time at Collingwood, and obviously instill some of the values that I picked up being around Port Melbourne for all those years before I went to Collingwood. And yeah, so it's just more, I guess, that all-round, on and off the field, just try and help the club in any way possible that I can, really. Yep.
Well, Sparty, thanks for joining us on Borough TV. All of us are absolutely thrilled to have you back. Thanks for your time and best of luck for the year ahead.
Thanks very much.